Now, did you know that before connecting people, Nokia was into paper business? Well, our next story has more such interesting trivia about leading technology companies such as Samsung and Microsoft. Take a look.
In today's day and age, these companies might be acing it as phone manufacturers. But guess what? That's not how they began. Sony's first product was an electric rice cooker in the late 1940s. The electric rice cooker was made by aluminium electrodes which were connected to the bottom of a wooden tub. It was a primitive product and the result depended heavily on the kind of rice used and the volume of water. And remember those old days of Nokia? Haven't those Nokia phones been dear to many of us? But did you know that the company was never into making phones in the first place? In fact, it started its journey as a paper mill. And what's even more interesting is that its first gadget was a giant car phone. Yes, the phone was introduced in 1982 and weighed around 9.8 kilograms. Talking about Microsoft, we often look at it as a software company whose Windows operating system transformed the definition of a personal computer. But did you know that Microsoft had been into hardware before that? And it made its device debut with a mouse in 1983. What might be a surprise to many is that it released a year before Apple's Macintosh. Did you know that Motorola was not Motorola initially? The company started as Galvin Manufacturing Corporation. And not a phone, it introduced a battery eliminator as its first product back in the year 1928. This power converter allowed battery-powered radios to run on household electricity. And finally, in 1947, Galvin Manufacturing Corporation became Motorola. And what could surprise you even more is that Samsung was founded in 1938 as a food exporter. Yes, you heard that right. But it was in 1969 that the Galaxy maker Samsung Electronics was established, and its first product was a 12-inch black and white TV in the year 1970 under a joint venture with Sanyo. Now, I bet at least some of that trivia piqued your interest, and if you wish to share some with us, feel free to do so on Twitter with the hashtag #TechItOut.